Good afternoon, students. Surya Pratap Singh. Other students, please be online first. And once again, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Sailendra Pandey, and welcome to your online classes of PG Senior Secondary School. Today, I am here to teach you about the English literature and of class 7, chapter number 12. That is The Two Daughters by Pratibha Nath. So, other students, please be online first. And open your chapter number 12, page number 90. Other students, please be online first. Surya Pratap only. Okay, let's start. Students, this is very interesting story. And in this story, there is a person, and that person, you can say that named Purva, and he has two daughters. So here, Indian folk tales and legends by Pratibha Nath is a collection which everyone will find the favorite story. And in this story, we can find out each and every that story that is very interesting and gathered from all the parts of our country. Each story will take loads of fun. When you will read this poem, this chapter, you will enjoy very much. And this chapter means the two daughters is about a Kurwa tribe and which lives in Kerala. This story is from Kerala, and he has two daughters, and Kurwa are the simple people and untouched the modern civilization. Civilization means Sabhyata, and they earn the migrate living through agriculture and cattle rearing. Students, this story always tells about the very enjoyment or very happiness when we will read, and this story presents the true picture. It tells about the true picture of an old time Kurva, and it takes the harmless look at the secret of happiness and contentment, means satisfaction. What is the satisfaction? And in the life where times less or more, या तो ज़्यादा कम होता है या फिर और अधिक हो जाता है. Clear? So students, I am going to begin this poem, and these are the things. And this is the time. Once upon a time, there was an old man. He was an old man, and in this story there was an old man and named Kurva. He lived in a village in Kerala. This is a story from a village, and that village belongs to Kerala, and his home was thatched. Thatched means chappar, घास का chappar, and thatched hut surrounded by coconut trees. Coconut tree means nariyal ke vriksha, and he belongs to the Kurva tribe, and like other members of his tribe, he was a poor and simple man. In this story, just before some time I taught you about that. This story belongs to a village, and that village belongs to Kerala. And in this story, there was a person named Kurva, and in this story, Kurva has a wife and two daughters. Clear? And the old Kurva had two daughters that who had both been married into families and modest means. Modest means मामूली परिवार में उसने शादी की. उनकी in the two daughters who had been married, and the elder son-in-law continued to be the poor. In those family he had been married to his elder daughter. That family belongs to poor family, but the younger one started business that flourished means succeeded and to improve, and he soon became wealthy man, and he belongs to a very rich family. And after that old Kurva and his wife were totally unaware of this. इस पे क्या हो गया, बिल्कुल चिंता मुक्त हो गए. Because as you know that in our society girls has a very big band, you can say that, for the parents, and when they had been married to his two daughters, they have the very relief life, and after that they live in a small hut cut off from the outside of the world, and they tied their fields and ate two simple meals, coarse rice every day. Their bed was no more than a long sack spread out on the floor of the hut, but Kurva and his wife were content, and the riches of the world means nothing to them. And students, as you know that a farmer has a simple life, but he complete his he takes the very reliever life, and he takes the full sleep at night. And in this poem, this chapter, were always in contentment, and the richest of the poor means nothing to them. There is no comparison between the Kurva and his family and among us and with our life. And one day the Kurva's wife told him, after some time, when Kurva's wife thinks about her daughter, so then he told her husband, Kurva, to find out that we had married our two daughters, but we had no idea how they are living nowadays, and they haven't come home for a whole year and haven't gone to see him either. Nothing, you have not gone to see him, or they have not come to our family, and so you should go and find out that why do not you go and to meet them and find out that if they are happy or something to the bothering them, problem or not any troubles in our lives. Clear? So the old Kurva readily agreed to, albeit when his wife told him to find out that about their daughters. So at last, after some time, he agreed to go there and find out that. He set out to the daybreak and the following morning, carrying nothing but he has umbrella and bunch of the homegrown plantain. Plantain means bananas. He has taken the banana and his umbrella, and nothing he has. And the older daughter's village was closer. जो बड़ी लड़की थी वो नजदीक थी, तो वो चल दिया पहले. He has gone to find out that what is the matter. She is happy or in the trouble. So he is closer village. And he found her living in a hut much like his own. The pot of rice was boiling on the fire, and the older daughter sat chopping to the pumpkin and from the vine and that grew at the back of the hut. She welcomed her father warmly, they both sat on the veranda and shared meals, rice and with salt, pumpkin curry and red chilies, fried red chilies, and old Kurva watched the people pond and slept soundly to the length of sack spread out of the floor. His daughter's home reminded him so much of his own, and he loved it to the felt perfectly at his. Okay, listen to me. When Purva went to his elder daughter, so that time when he arrived at his house, that time is mid time, and he found that he was living, she was living in her hut is much like his own, and she had the thatched roof on the expanded beyond to the front door from the veranda. He is also the thatched. He also thatched on her hut in the veranda, and in this veranda, the daughters did his all cooking. जहाँ सब कुछ वह खाना पानी सब कुछ पका रही थी. And after that, when the Kurva arrived, at that time when he arrived, and that time the rice was boiling on the fire, and the older daughter sat to hut, and he returned in the hut, and at that time when she saw her father, then she welcomed her very warmly and with very great manner. You can say that they both sat in the veranda and take the meals, and in that meals he has taken the pumpkin curry, fried red chilies, that curry. And the old Kurva after that washed the village pond and slept soundly length at the sack spread on the floor like this. When as he slept, he has taken the rest at her. And the following morning, when old Kurva went back home, when in the morning time when he get up from his bed, so he wanted to go back home, and after that his wife was waiting and she asleep for him, and she told that, so don't worry, that Kurva told her wife that you should not worry about her elder daughter, and she is very happy in her life, and she is very lucky to have such a good home, and the two spend the rest the day manners or happiness or the next morning, and Iron Gate. He belongs to a rich family, so he has a big building, or he has a big house, and that house has an iron gate. And when he asked about his son-in-law, so the people of his village, they have directly take him to the grain, and after that he said that daughter's house, and what it was, his daughter came running to greet him and led him. When his daughter came to him, then he was confirmed that house belongs to his daughter, and she made him sit in one chair or cushion. Cushion means takiya, pillow, and under him, and another one behind his back. दो तकिया लगाए, एक पीछे और एक बगल में. The Kurva was most uncomfortable because he belongs to a very poor family, and he has never seen these type of comfortable things or pillows or chairs or sofas, anything, and he had never used caution and in his life, and he removed both, and but the trouble had only just begun. He feels very trouble in sitting. Soon it was the time of the evening meal, and the Kurva would be perfectly happy to sit cross-legged on the floor and eat of the plantain leaf. But there was another chair for him worse. The food was set out on the table there were no plantain leaves either, but sparkling metal thalis heaped with fine white rice and several bowls of steaming hot food, and the kurba was raised. He asked for the green chili, helped himself to the single piece of rice, sprinkled the little salt on the rice, and began to rage through his meals. But his daughter and son-in-law kept caution. Caution means with the help of sweet voice and talkative words, they agreed to eat more and more, and he ended up eating all the meals more than they ever ate 2 days, and the food was rich and spicy too, and did not feel good inside him, that he never ate these types of food and management in the house, and with the help of, he always takes the help of the dry fruits, or in the village he sat on the earth and took the meal, and he slept down on the earth, and never used to the cushion or pillows. So when he saw these types of management on the eating food, and sparkling metals thalis are heaped pile of the white rice and several bowls of steaming hot food. So he was dazed, surprised to see like this, and he asked to the green chili helped a single piece of fish, and sparkling sprinkled of the little salt and rice, and began to raise to the meals. And when he did not like to eat those types of food, so his daughter and his son-in-law exposing or causing him to eat more and more. But Purva staggered means surprised or amazed to out of his chair, and his daughter now led him to his bedroom, and right to the middle of the room, and there was a bed. In the one room there was a bed, and he has a very maintained bed, and he never seen like that bed. And over his bed hang to the mosquito net, and net that he didn't use. He never used to the mosquito net house. So he has surprised to see that mosquito net. And after that, 4 wooden bowls. With the help of that mosquito net, tied out to the 4 wooden bowls, and Purva thought that he had to sleep on the top of the mosquito net. So he climbed up the poles and problems of the man who had spent the lifetime climbing coconut tree. So he jumped over that mosquito net and slept. That was, but when he lay down on the top, the mosquito net collapsed or fell, you can say that, and with the loud thud of the Purva fell in the mattress below, यानी गद्दे पर वो गिर गया. जब उस मच्छरदानी के ऊपर चढ़ा, तो वो उसको ये समझा कि उसको मच्छरदानी के ऊपर सोना था, क्योंकि वो अपने जीवन में कभी भी मच्छरदानी देखा ही नहीं था. इसलिए वह 4 डंडों में बंधी हुई मच्छरदानी के ऊपर चढ़ गया, जिससे मच्छरदानी क्या हो गया, ध्वस्त हो गया, टूट गया, और फिर वह गद्दे पर आके गिर गया. After that, loud voice, and he was never hurt, but noise brought to the entire household running to his. All persons came to see that what is the sound, and they somehow managed to hide their smiles, but try as they might, the Purva would not sleep on the bed again, and for him it was the poor or nothing. And here day down when day is ended, and after that, before the poor harass means troubles, you can say that Purva had recovered from the adventures of the previous night of his daughter, and came to his room. She brought him and to his tooth powder and cleaned his teeth. He never used the tooth powder. he always used to the green twig, and Purva always used fresh green twig for the purpose, and that he was a powder and mean to eaten up and popped into all of it into his mouth. And how he coughed and daughter came running again with a glass of water. He never used to the tooth powder. When he got the tooth powder, he knew that he has to eat that tooth powder. So he always used to the green twig. So when he ate all the powders or tooth powders in his mouth, so he coughed and coughed. Then listening to the cough and cough, his daughter came running fast and to find out that with a glass of water. And but by the Purva, he had enough, and he felt that it was dangerous for him longer. So he grabbed his umbrella. Grab means he took his umbrella and he decided to go back to his house. And his wife jumped up and how his daughter she cried, full of excitement, and tell me how he sees. When he arrived his house, then his wife asked about his younger daughter with very excitement, that how is she? And the Purva wiped his perspiration means sweat, पसीना उसने पोंछा from his forehead and sighed and sat down. And our younger that whatever he has management, he has never seen that like that, and he feels that she was in trouble, but she doesn't even feast for a day, and the food, the curries are floating in the oil on the one of the floors to eat till you are bursting. That now we are using oil to eat. That time he never seen that types of curries. He was explaining about the life of and the management of his younger daughter, and his wife stared at him to the shock and disbelief. Really? This is happened? That she whispered, oh my poor daughter. Yes, she was the nights are the worst. One must climb and sleep on the strange looking bed, and believe me that only the monkey could do it. And thanks heaven to the management to escape without breaking my limbs. The old Purva and his wife spread the length of sack of the floor and went to sleep, but their thoughts were only with their younger daughter, and who did not have any the good fortune and to be able to sleep on the floor. Students, this is a very interesting story, and this story only the difference is there that the two daughters of the Purva, he thinks about his according to his level, not his their level. That he thinks about he was in poor family, so he thinks about the poorest thinking, and he thinks that his younger daughter is very good in good manner, but his youngest daughter is very in trouble. So only this is depends on her in his thinking. So students, this is the story written by that is Pratibha Nath, and this is chapter number 12. So I am going to my words. Thanks. Have a good day.